everybody, and welcome to the Sonic Boom Commentaries. It is me, it is Kevin. Who am I normally joined by? These two. Hello, Donny.
Hi.
And hello, Cat.
Birds.
Yes, Cat's now
Birds,
obsessed
birds.
with videos of birds. Look up Galapagos mating bird dance ritual thing. Don't.
The seagulls. Albatrosses. Albatrosses.
If
Basically
it's not,
dancing birds.
if
Look
it's
at
not
dancing
Miku, it's
birds.
birds. If it's not Miku, it's birds.
Miku and birds. Plumage.
But take a look at that wonderful plumage.
Beautiful plumage. Right.
Plumage speeds by.
Plumage speeds by. It saw the eagle. Why is he
Yay!
here? Why is he here? We don't know why. It saw the eagle. Saw. He has multiple jobs. Saw. Should put some cream on that. Saw.
Oh,
He sounds
thank-
especially like Knuckles. He didn't used to, and we're still wondering why. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sleep Boom.
That's the weirdest intro I think we've had. in a
No,
long
it was.
time.
Yeah, it's been
We've done
an
worse.
interesting hour.
Yeah, be glad you guys didn't have to deal with what we were dealing
Be
with
glad
for the
this
past
wasn't
hour.
live.
Yeah.
There's been air conditioning worries.
I apparently cursed the air conditioning.
Yeah, a cat put a curse onto Donny's air conditioning.
Yep.
Which worked. Donny's mic died. Then his new headset worked far too well. and not only were we brought Donny, but we had an episode delivery Donny, because Donny brought the episode with him as well, and he was watching it, which became slightly problematic because anymore Donny would have to yell over the episode that was being broadcast in his ear. Which would have
Welcome
been
to the
interesting.
Sonic Boom Commentaries.
Welcome to the Sonic Boom Commentaries. Brought
First
to
in
you
the-
by Brian Blessed.
I was
First in
actually
the ring,
barely confident.
weighing 150 pounds, it's Comedy Chimp.
Oh,
I don't know where I'm
God,
going
no.
with this.
And in the red corner, but he thinks it's the green corner, Mike the Ox, who is back for this episode, even though he's just a guy.
Right.
He's just a guy, we don't know why, and yeah. There are many questions to ask in this episode.
Oh, yes.
Not nearly as many as the opening sequence of the last episode, where Sonic has made it his goal to torture his friend. But at the same time, it does answer some questions that we said about the Knuckles-Sonic relationship. Actually.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, so we've had a load of problems. How's your week been, everybody? Memorable, clearly.
Well, other than recording the beta version of Spinball for my YouTube channel, which was quite something else.
Oh, it was the beta version.
Of Spinball.
Because
Yes.
I was like, why has he done Spinball again? All I saw was Spinball on the Twitter feed, and I was like, what's he done? Surely not.
Well,
It's
you
not
don't understand.
changed.
Donny is Spinball.
Don Ball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah, that's basically it now.
Donnie the bearded ball. Donnie the bearded ball. Yeah, you, Donnie. Why are you singing that song?
Oh, that's terrible.
It was that-
When do you turn into a giant blue sphere, Donny?
whenever I play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, apparently.
Okay, that's good. That's a good answer. Which makes sense because you would turn into a giant red sphere first.
Oh, yes.
And then someone would have to bump into you not to turn you into a blue sphere.
All makes sense now.
All makes
Sonic
sense.
3 and Donnie.
Sonic 3 and Donnie.
Yep. And hey, it could be worse. I could be in the comics. Wait a second.
Could be in the comics, but not for long. The last comic's out. Apparently.
Damn
Apparently.
it.
The last comic is out of the Sonic Boom comics. Well done.
EggFan91.
EggFan91. Now, yeah,
We have questions.
there's a character.
Who wrote this? Who
There
did this?
there is an online person who appears
Who now has this account?
well, never mind somebody just done that, but somebody, the person who's in the comic from the internet is EggFan91. Now, and remember Donnie's full title for SF91 is Sega Sonic Fan
Sonic
1991.
Sega Fan 1991, yeah.
It strikes me as Ian would know who you are. So it might be a reference to you.
I don't know, honestly. I mean,
That would trump Tanner.
well, I mean, Tanner's already saw the tweet I made where I first mentioned it. And he was like, "Yay, we could be evil twin characters together," or something along those lines. But like, I mean, it's not that hard to find the full version of my name. Like, I do make it. My YouTube channel has it. On SP, I still have it. I mean, DeviantArt, I still have it. It's not hard to find. I don't know if that.
I just wonder if. Of course, it might not just be might be just like it's just.
Maybe it's just been stereotypical because a lot of people do have like so and so fan and maybe 91. You know.
So something that would be like Sonic Sega Fan 91 would be very unoriginal, is what you're saying, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm very unoriginal. That's something unusual.
But we love him immensely, everybody.
Yep.
So, Kat, have you been up to anything? Been creating anything?
Clearly not.
Well,
I've just existed.
there was one thing that you finished.
That's true.
That's true. Because last week the challenge was we're doing it so that it's for Kat to actually do it in the episode is kind of where. So we're basically setting it a week in arrears now.
And then I'll do it whenever I feel like it.
Over the week, and
then I'll do it whenever I feel like it.
But we were continuing the theme of the character and their voice actor in the picture, and what we chose was Roger Craig Smith being presented with the fishy fish sandwich, whatever the heck it's called, by Dave the intern, who doesn't care. But Roger does, because he's been given a still alive fish between two puns. Kat, could you show us the image, please?
Well, no, but I can send you the link to it.
It amounts to the same thing, my dear.
There we go.
And the winner is that.
Oh my goodness.
Yay, I get the Donny
That's
Shuffleboard.
beautiful.
That is wonderful. It's different style again, because Kat changes the style every time.
Yeah.
One day you'll find a style of your own that you're happy with, as opposed to being the master of 10 million. But that's fantastic. That will no doubt make its way back to Roger, I hope.
The Roger seal of approval, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Can what I found while trying to Google for reference pictures also make its way to him?
I dread to think, what was it?
No problem.
It wasn't that terrible thing we were talking about the other week with the with the Dave and the tentacles, was it?
No.
Anyway, so that's that. Now,
No, clearly what I meant was this.
Kat looked on the internet the other day and she found this. Oh yes! Actually, I do remember you saying that. Yes. The Roger Craig Smith universe.
Apparently the sequel to the In the Tara Strong universe.
I see. It's nice to know it's approved by the
Thank you,
comics.
Eric Groomsfree.
It's nice to know that it's been approved by the Comics Code Authority, though. That's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Starring Roger Craig Smith and Roger Craig Smith and Roger Craig Smith and Roger Craig Smith and Mario. Mario's not voiced by Roger Craig Smith.
Check out the Rogers.
Well, that's a thing we're gonna have to ask for, isn't it?
Why is Mario there?
I don't know, but
Because Mario.
Is Roger Captain America? I thought he was. Four.
Cartoon Captain America.
I thought he was 4.
No, Travis is 4.
Roger's.
Travis is 4. That's
Roger-
why I asked you to get
Roger
that
is
4
Raiden?
box.
I didn't know Roger is Raiden.
Well then.
Is that right?
Which Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Raiden from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Raiden.
I'm gonna look this up.
I'm way ahead of you.
No, that's why they're adventuring into the Roger Craig Smith dimension.
So
They are
let me
not
get this
latest
right.
dimension.
In this comic, Raiden and Mario venture into
Raiden?
Roger Craig Smith universe.
Raiden.
It's Raiden in Mortal Kombat pronounced.
So I guess this is going to be our session of the show where we
Which is-
research
Which
again.
is strange. Because
Raiden, etc. Yeah.
Because Raiden. It's Raiden.
Look, in Mortal Kombat, it's Raiden.
Twitch rating.
Anyway,
I
Raiden.
don't know.
it isn't.
Raiden.
Raiden Cowboy. Right. Okay, so.
I'm
True.
teaching you shit. You're ignoring it.
No,
Go ahead.
I've played enough Mortal Kombat to know how the characters pronounce the name within that. If you have a problem, take it out with Ed Boon.
Take it out with Egg Fan 91.
Mm. I hear he on Mortal Kombat boards he's pronounced Egg Boon.
Egg,
Right.
Eggman boom, Eggman boom.
Right. Sonic Meerkat says Skittles always said raise the rainbow, but Tanner has become the rainbow.
Raise the
No,
rainbow.
they said
Taste
taste the rainbow.
Yeah.
When have they raised the rainbow? That's
When they
also
set it
should
on
have been a
fire.
tagline.
When they Skittles always said burn the rainbow, burn it to the ground. Let nothing but ash be where this rainbow stood.
The colors feel so bright. Well, they're gonna be even brighter now.
But actually says, but Tanka, but I'm Sonic Meerkat's first language is an English name thing. But actually says, but Tanka has become the rainbow. Yeah, he is now
Did you know Tanner is Tanner is now a ship?
Tanner X Tanker.
No,
No,
Tanner is a tanker.
Well, after the episode, the last episode, Alan was like, had to be clarified on what shipping is.
Oh,
And
welcome to the internet. Welcome to basic fandom since at least the time of Sherlock Holmes.
I just tweeted him a link to the phrase on Wikipedia and then basically just went sorry. Because everyone was talking about Tails shipping Tails with Zoe,
and other people
no idea
talking
what it
about
was.
fan characters
And
and
there's fan characters, and then all sorts of. Callistus J. It's a fantastic name. I love this show because it puts Sonic characters in situations I never thought I'd see, such as a parody of effing Justin Bieber.
Is Justin Bieber actually old enough yet for you to use that word in conjunction with his name?
It's normally is from anybody who's not a fan. That Justin Bieber's on TV.
What?
I'm pretty certain Pie Jam said this last week. So maybe I'm.
All I remember is that time he shoved one of our security guards.
I like speeding up the discussion videos, gives me more concise experience. I sworn I've read that out last week. But, well, now I can hear it again. Blue Fire Kid says, if there's so many walrus babies getting into trouble, imagine how well they'd be in a daycare. Orbot would die, Tails would die repeatedly.
Can Tails stop dying?
Tails needs to stop dying.
Tails, have you become Len? Have you become endlessly dying? Can
oh
you
my
stop
god,
dying?
they killed Tails!
No, that's Kenny. I'm talking about Len.
I know.
Len also dies.
Well, that serves him right for stealing our sunshine. Right. Walrus's bonus. Walrus's babies playing with Tails' babies.
Eh?
Baby walrus.
Oh, the tools.
With, with a number of spanners and wrenches.
And also the plane. There we go, that's an episode. Somebody steals the plane.
Alexa Spirit of Wind, hello, says, our thoughts have been answered. Sonic, Knuckles and Tails can sing. I just wish I heard more of it to confirm it, but oh well. This episode is pretty good. I watched it so many times that I now remember both Justin's songs and the Dreamboat Express Dooditude songs.
You're dedicated.
I would love for Dreamboat Express to actually be a thing, though.
Well, there should be some kind of fan band called Dreamboat Express. Should I start writing Dreamboat Express songs?
No.
Are you sure?
Write a theme for this if you want. Write a theme for the whatever's.
That's very indicative of what I've got to write a theme for.
So write a theme for Sonic Boom Commentaries. With, 10 episodes to go. Write a theme for the commentaries as a whole. I don't know. Oh, hello.
I don't know what's going on. What can I say? It's
oh, sorry, I just see something very funny going on. Cassia Oliveira dos Santos says S. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
S.
I couldn't have put it. I couldn't have put it Essa myself.
Is it short for something? Is it S as it is?
No. It's
Are
not
you
even,
sure?
it's not even like. It's not even like. There's not even like a colon there, so it's a face. It's just a capital S. Rendered speechless after one letter. There we go. That's fine. Thank you anyway. What else do we have?
It's okay. We still love you.
Got to go up a bit here because all sorts of other videos getting things. Sony TH says silly cat. Yeah, silly cat.
Silly cat.
Silly cat. No one reads the YouTube comments. It's a miracle that you guys even read these. You should see Donnie walk on water. And
Oh my.
Nobody reads the YouTube comments, but keep them up anyway, so people like to think they're contributing.
Of course, my comment has no continuity.
Yes, it does.
Oh, so wait a minute, your opinion is like, it could be anything depending upon the week. How did you think about last week's episode this week? Well, for the purposes of this week, I was infuriated by the episode. I'm outraged, and I'm not going to watch it at all, which is going to be the plot of this week's comment. No. Of course, my comment has no continuity. It's a loose continuity, like the show. Also, I would so join the Bolts over the Boom crew. bolts?
The lightning bolts.
Oh, I see. No,
you were like the two fan clubs. Like they would be the Sonic Boom fan club, and they would be the Lightning Bolt Society.
Lightning Bolt Society, yeah.
Mm.
No offense to Sonic and the others, but it's dem fezzes, man. Chicks love fezzes.
Fezzes?
Cat, do you like fezzes?
Not really.
Do you like a man with a fez, Cat?
Do you like The Spy?
Fezzes just make me think of Grunkle Stan.
So it doesn't work entirely, Sonny. Also, Don Man, Pac Don, Packney. Packney. Something else that you need cream for, right? There we go.
Huh?
I could go all day with this, Sonny. For the pack version of Donny that is required at some point for LMC.
Let's try.
You just see a Pac-Man with a big red beard.
In a different version, in a different video entirely, nothing to do with Sonic Boom, but the
oh boy,
the Sonic Lost World cutscene introducing Xena describes JB Lentholm describes Xena as evil horned Cosmo in the comments.
Wow.
Sony also says on a different episode entirely.
Wow.
Also,
I'm turning into Donny.
Sony also says, seeing all these images, clips, and tweets in the post show, my brain can't comprehend this. But I like it a lot. Also, you guys forgot that T.W. Barker was evil as well. An evil entrepreneur. Did we not count T.W. Barker in the evil list?
I can't remember the evil list.
Hang on. Eggman.
Eggman, there is a Dave.
Eggman,
there is
Dave.
By extension.
Well, hang on.
The Lightning Bolt Society. There is Mr. Barker. There is, which I say like he lives down my road.
I still don't know the name of that bloody.
Or was my primary school teacher going, Mr. Barker?
What is the name of that character?
Huh?
the computer-based bad guy. What is his name?
Oi, Sonic Wiki, don't fail me now.
I swear to God,
Cyberman thing.
I swear to God, if it ends up being Reed Harrison, I'm just gonna face palm.
Yes, Reed Harrison is the last man. Right. Okay. So, yeah, actually, you are right. If you counted, we obviously didn't count Barker, in which case that would make the Crimson Tanner the sixth villain.
Crimson Tanner.
The Crimson Tanner.
We love the Crimson Tanner.
Well, he's back. He's back.
Like, I know we were told he's not the same character because of these differences. We're not saying he's the Crimson Tanner like he's a recolor. We're saying he's the Crimson Tanner as if he were from another universe.
The Crimson Tanner once stood upon these hallowed grounds. Or not, as the case may be. There's... Okay, so you're right. You are right, so we forgot. Also, multiple lady walruses. Don't even tease me with something like that, Kevin. The uproar of my baby will haunt my dreams, like the Sonic Dreams collection did. Can you imagine how...
Nominatus!
Nominatus!
Which is a really cool villain name.
It's a really cool villain name. It's a pity it's very... I can't remember it ever. Nominatus. Okay, so we've got 6 villains there. Other comments. There are some more. Sonic Show disagrees with what we were saying on the most recent pre-show about, or what I was saying about how about Amy sort of being more on her own and stuff. So, I know Adventure Amy was independent, but now, since Unleashed, her character trait is I love Sonic. Oh, then links me to a clip of Generation. Yeah, but that's you know, playing to stereotype for the purposes of that plot. It's celebration and stuff. That's why Shadow's gruffer.
Grr.
Gruffo. Gruffo the Hedgehog.
Gruffer. The Gruffer Shadow. True Metal Sonic says Cat is a really amazing artist. For the love of Hedgehog, someone hire her. Sonic has a coaster in England. Eggman has a coaster in Dubai. Spin Gear. Is it actually Eggman based on it? Right.
Oh yeah, it is.
The Spin Gear, sponsored by the Game Gear.
Yeah.
I'm remembering like the one picture that I saw of it, and it was like Eggman themed. Okay, now we have to have a fight between, you know.
Anyway, I wish that where they would bring that over to other places. What else? Oh yeah, Kevin's Tales of Old Sega are enjoyable. Do you have any others? Hundreds. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, each more terrible than the last. Oh, there's some spam. Is there anything of somebody? Yeah, commenting on videos from 7 years ago, going today is 2015. Yeah, that's.
Oh god, no. Also, somebody sent Alan the picture of Sonic.
Oh god, no.
He has posted a picture of Boom Sonic to advertise his episode.
No, stop. No.
So I guess we should mention that I guess Alan wrote this episode.
Alan did write this episode. Apparently Tails is yellow, not orange. Okay, have you seen any artwork from Sonic 2? Like ever? Very curious.
Orange Tails? Orange Tails. Tails used to be orange because it made sense.
Because he's a fox.
No, Tails used to be orange because Sonic's blue. And they're directly opposing colours. Then at some point after Knuckles, who is red, got introduced, they decided to change him so that red, blue and yellow. So that they're the three commonly taught primary colours.
Well.
Oh boy. Right, there's no more except for...
Remember the thing you gotta do, Kevin? Remember that thing we gotta do, Kevin?
What thing?
Or are we doing that in the post show?
What thing is that? I'm about to do the throwback feedback. Oh yes, we can do that in the post show because that's fun.
Okay.
If you remember the episode that hasn't gone out yet, if you remember that,
it will have gone out.
If you don't remember it, go back onto sonicboom.tv and listen/watch the old pre and post shows. Make sure you do that because you miss out on a lot. Otherwise, it's all fun and
Please
games.
do it. We love you.
Stuff, you know, and it's.
I mean, we sort of love you. I think
it's you can get like.
I don't really know
you. Can have 11. You can have
11
minutes of us describing what's going on the screen, or you can actually have a laugh with us on the pre and post show. It's up to you. I mean, obviously, we'd like to do all three, but you know, just saying, pre and post show is pretty good.
Come on, it's okay. We won't hurt you.
You know you want a camel. Give it a go.
Okay, not if you do that voice.
Offbeat Bijou.
I'm pretty sure that's a voice that scared me when I was 5.
I came round your house, but I came round your house when you were 5 and I went, come on, cat, you have a go climb those stairs. Oh, look at that funny thing on TV there. Oh, did I?
It could be worse. It could be the child catcher's
probably
voice.
did that. Oh, thanks a lot, Cat. Thanks a lot.
It could be worse. It could be the child catcher's voice.
It could indeed be the child catcher's voice. He's coming in season 2 as well. He's the hedgehog cat. That would be funny. If we had a version of the child catcher who's after hedgehogs, hired by Dr.
Jesus
Eggman.
Christ, Kevin.
It'd be horrendous, wouldn't it?
You know, I say being not very religious at all. Jesus Christ, Kevin.
No, we don't want him in the story. That'll just cause problems. Right. But yeah, True Men's like hundreds, and probably a lot that you just don't want to know. You just don't want to know. We have some Fried Burger feedback in a minute. True Metal Sonic says, "Isn't the Don a rank in the Mafia or something?" Yes. The Don is the Godfather.
The Don Father.
Yes.
I've still been hearing about that.
Donnie is here, and he will call upon you for a service to like, comment, or subscribe.
Oh boy.
Don't ever spin balls with the family.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Make sure you smell my socks.
What?
It's a quote from Spinball.
It's because the Spinball thing. Smell my socks.
Oh yeah, because he has the wind socks.
The wind socks. Smell my wind socks. It smells of air.
Smell my wind socks. They somehow smell of me.
Right. There was something else. Where is it? I missed it. There was another comment that I skipped over accidentally. Oh, there was one somewhere. Oh well, I will find it another time. But you know that
they didn't want to mess with the family.
Yeah, if you miss the other week's show, you'll remember that Kat mentioned something about like a Mad Lib thing to do with Cindy Robinson's something on Cindy Robinson's blog about an NDA and how things are interchangeable and how you could potentially do a Mad Lib about that. And
she basically asks you to do that.
Yeah, she actually does. So next episode
we say asked
is going to
instead
be
of asked when she did this in like 2012. But
it's going to be the Cindy Robinson Mad Lib, featuring the voice of Amy Rose, as done by Donnie. That's then. Right, we have 2 pieces of Fried Burger feedback.
Oh,
2.
Was this my discussion?
Partly. So first things first. So when it became down to the two-hander, slightly annoyed Bill. Comes across as that, to be honest. So are you saying that your favourite part is the part you just criticised for being dated? Also, should every episode of every show be designed to endure for all eternity?
Which we think is a little exaggerated.
Yeah. I remember rightly from that we said, or I certainly said that we're not saying that this is dated.
We're not saying that this parody of a specific person is dated, but it is pretty dated.
Yeah, but we said was that of everything within the show, this is the thing that will date the most because it is of a specific person. Now, I'm going to do another voice in a minute, Kat, and I'm going to apologise. Okay. To give an example, and I really wish I'd actually looked this up now.
To give an example.
We're not saying we hated the episode or anything like that.
No, we're not.
We just made fun of a little plot hole that we took notice of, which honestly we just got a laugh out of.
No, this was not about Tales. This was about Battle of the Boy Bands.
Oh, was it that?
We did also laugh at that plot hole. And more by plot hole, it was something. Alteration of the model should have been used. That was not at all.
Oh.
Right. Okay. This is the point that I was going to make. Okay. Should you make those things? No, of course not. And it's preposterous to even try. People will say that some things are timeless, but a lot of those things are, kind of. When people say it's timeless, it's a situation that will continue forever or something like that, or it's just like a general commentary on something or the other. What happened here was that we had a parody of a specific person. Now, will the actual fabric of the episode date over time? No, because as we said within the episode, you have, boy bands and things going in cycles, and again, the episode would have been made to speak, slightly less if it was a boy band and not a singular artist. That's rendering that that whole thing moot. Instead, we had a specific individual, a specific famous person. The example I can give as to how this will date, and it will lose meaning as a person over time, and that's what we're really getting at. The example I wanted to give was actually for Looney Tunes cartoons. Now, Looney Tunes cartoons were very notable, specifically in the 50s and 60s, and even before that, for doing caricatures of famous film stars at the time, and a lot of those are still recognisable today. One of the ones that came up on a number of occasions and often accompanied by the character of Gossamer, actually, if you remember the big red monster in Looney Tunes cartoons. Was a character, and I've just had to look this up, and this just shows you why. His name was Dr. Law, and he was a scientist, but he was based on the character actor Peter Law. Now, there's a very slim chance, because Kat's studied film. Kat, do you know that name?
I know the name Peter Law.
Yeah. Donnie, do you know that name?
Yes, I do.
You do know the name Peter Law?
Yep.
Wow, we have intelligent people here, which kind of decreases my point I was going to make a bit, but never mind. I'm going to continue.
Let me make that point, actually.
The only reason we do it is because it's just luck.
The major reason that I know about Peter Law is because Peter Law is so famous that people keep making analogues of him. People keep doing impressions of him. People keep putting him in horror things because
but if you actually, but people are.
But the actual Peter Law has no meaning to me.
Yeah,
the character of him has more meaning to me.
The caricature of Peter Law, who is very famous for his, who's got very sort of sullen-faced, big eyes, kind of pale, was sort of cast in these mad scientist roles. And he had the voice like this, and would often go and talk about the things in this manner. And whenever you hear somebody do a voice like this, we're actually doing an impression, in a very bad one in my case, of Peter Law. But it's a name that, outside of here, you wouldn't really remember.
Yeah.
It's somebody who's been reduced through time, through reference, to which no one will get, and these references will still come up with these actors that Looney Tunes used yonks ago, and that the audience of the day won't get, and and because of that, the reference itself has dated, and it just ended up becoming the norm. So
I wish my brother George was here.
Yeah, it became the norm that mad scientists were voiced like that. Or similar. So that's what we were sort of getting at, or what I was trying to get at in what we were saying there, in that the reference of Justin Bieber being it's a Justin Bieber thing. Over time, people go like, "Who was that guy?" Amazing as it sounds, in our world of today, who could forget Justin Bieber? Well, give it not nearly long enough, and he will be lost to the bargain basement bin of destiny. Just in many ways, how Peter Law has been. I mean, I sort of thought Cat went out. I'm very surprised Donnie knows who he is.
I watch a lot of old stuff, so
yeah, that's good. Good. So,
I'm
I was always curious that I'm the one who didn't remember. But I hope you see the point there in what we were trying to do. And say, but at the end of the day, it is still the thing in the series that will date the fastest. That's not saying it is dated now, which we did not say.
And we didn't hate the episode. I love the episode. So I mean,
oh no, you slagged it off amazingly when you went away, Donnie.
Oh yes,
you slagged it off like crazy. Hated it, every single second of it. Oh, if only we could tell them what you said after you left.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, yeah. It's our favourite part of the episode was the bit we just criticised being dated. We didn't criticise it for being dated. We criticised that it was the thing that would date. In the present time, loved it. And again, remember, and this is for everybody, if we just because we'll look at something and we'll criticise it, we love that episode. It's a fantastic episode. We could see why the writing team really liked that episode.
Oh yes. I mean, it's not like that. It's not like that one episode where we actually did legitimately hate it.
Yeah. And
even then, we were still noting of the jokes and stuff.
Yeah, we were very appreciative of a lot of the things of that. But at the same time, at the time of recording this, the post show hasn't gone up yet, where we spend the entirety of it laughing at how Tails is dead. So we can't wait for the response on that one. But yeah, there we go. You see, but still, we loved the episode. At the same time, it's.
I mean, it's not a perfect episode, but that's the thing, though, is that we make notes of what the flaws were in that episode, but that doesn't mean we hate the episode or anything like that. No, we still loved it. Like I said, it was one of my favorite episodes, and Tales of Crush was one of my favorite episodes too.
Yeah, I mean, episodes are getting much better. They're much better. Yeah. And somebody pointed out this. I think in the main commentary video. Actually, that's a good point. We should go to the commentary videos.
We should probably
go to the Sonic show and go to the commentary video and see what some people said about that. But I'm certain somebody said there about how, as I bumble on this, apologies if the audio suddenly cuts in on the recording for the Sonic show stuff. But I think somebody said there about how the animation looks so much better than it did. It's like it's improved immensely.
SSB has been saying the exact opposite. They've been saying it's inconsistent.
Yeah, but that it's inconsistent, or they deem it to be inconsistent because the broadcast order isn't the same as the episode completion order, and okay, episode 40 Tales of Crush comments from the Sonic Show video. AdrianCam7 says, "What's wrong with the viewing screen?" It's Jamie. He's put the episode in a dual heart format. If you couldn't see that before, that's why. Also says on Comedy Chimp in Drag, "Oh God, my eyes." And I love it when Amy went from sweet to crazy angry and back to sweet in seconds. You'll have more of that in this episode.
Oh, yes. It was still beautiful to hear Kevin just break down in laughter from the last one.
Hedgefox says the Tails X Zoe era is here.
And when people thought Tails couldn't have any more love interest in the cartoons,
Tails gets all the love interest, yeah.
He's had more love interest than Sonic now at this point.
Holy crap! You know that tweet you've linked?
The one I linked in the Skype chat.
Yeah. Have you actually watched the video and then put on the auto-generated subtitles? We've discovered the voice that knows how to actually get the auto-generated subtitles to work in most cases.
Be quiet, phone, trying to get me to do things. What's this?
Okay, apparently, for those who are wondering, Bill made a tweet of a video he was watching of a guy commentating. It's not us, commentating about Boom in general and the Tails Crush episode, and he goes on a tangent about disliking Boom in general and the episode specifically, and then calls Bill out specifically, and he also seems to hate him personally as well.
You're a chimp who wears pajamas. There you go.
Oh.
That's the best we've got. Yeah, you're gonna get that.
Yeah, there's really not much you can do about that. I mean, it's with the Sonic fan base as hostile as it is.
Opinions, man. Everybody has.
Also, this real classic guy likes to use the R word a lot.
The what word? R.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I know the feeling, Bill.
If you're a person that
I know
does
the feeling
that,
all too well.
If you're a person that does
please
that,
stop.
don't.
Please slow down.
It's
just. There are several far more on-point and real critiques you can make of a person or event than that word, and you will actually be saying something.
As I said, I think the last time somebody used that if you use it as far as I'm concerned, immediately whatever point you'll make, it could be the best justification in the world. Suddenly go in that direction, I no longer care what you have to say. Simple as that. No excuse. Okay,
Well.
Okay, so it's like Sonic Boom in general and this episode specifically. So if they've been doing commentaries for 40 episodes, wow, has it taken them that long to realise they don't like it?
No, I think it's just
That episode particularly made an emphasis on it or something.
What's the opposite of a labour of love, where you do something specifically because you hate it?
Sega. No way, sorry.
Wow.
That was 2010 to 2011. Was
Zing.
trying to fix what could never be fixed. I don't know. A labour of loathe.
There we go, that's better than a labour of loathing.
Going back to these comments, I wonder if in the Sonic Boom storyline, if Tails had met Cosmo or not. Said Suka Nikoto. Well, no.
Because this is a different universe.
Different universe. Also, that's a card. Even if Boom is like a tangent of the game universe, Sonic X was not a tangent of the game universe.
That's the thing though. It's like, how many times now has Sega and the writers of Boom and like everyone associated with Boom said, this is not the main Sonic universe. This is an entirely different universe. It's a separate branch within the franchise.
I think you're misconstruing people saying with people listening. SlickFan24 says, and or show, Conti Chimp always kills me. Brennan Lasker says, I can see why this is good old Bill's favourite episode. Good old Bill.
Good old Bill.
Good old Bill.
Good old Bill.
Good old Bill, listening to this nonsense for the.
Sorry, we're calling you old.
Bit in between.
Yep.
I think I saw some Also, I think I saw some character continuity in this episode. What? Stamp it out immediately. Styx explains that in order to attract a mate, a male needs to do a traditional dance that expresses his dominance in the public place. What was Swift the Shrew doing in Blue of Envy? Impressing his amazing skateboard skills in Town Square. We have the fridge brilliance related to Styx's character.
Really?
Metasonic 543 says there was another 542 Metasonics. How meta? The Zoe community just exploded after this episode. There was a Zoe community before.
It was one.
Hedgefox says, "Hi, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm Knuckles the Echidna, and this is Jackass."
Oh jeez.
True Metal Sonic again says, "One of my favourite episodes now. I wish they would keep Zoe and Tails a thing. Perhaps that's where he disappears to in other episodes. Goes off to see his girl. Maybe that's where he is in this episode, because he's not in this episode." Third Monocle 78. That's a... wow. That's a name. Says, I really like this episode, and why hasn't the clip at 10:22 become a meme yet? I don't know, what is that 10:22? No idea, was it? Oh, the clip of Tails' turn around. Tails' dramatic turn around to camera with a growly face. That's a very good point. Somebody should gift that. Somebody should gift that and put it to the dramatic music where that chinchilla or whatever it is turns around and gives
the prairie dog.
The prairie dog, yeah. Somebody needs to do that. Dramatic prairie dog with Tails from episode 40. Needs to be a thing.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that later.
Lots of comments on this one. Nick Becker says it's a really cute episode. At least she didn't die like the last one. In regards
At least she... I know.
Well, I hate to tell you this, Nick, but there's plenty of shows left. Vextron Primal says, and thus the Tails X Cosmo fans raged. Lol. Sonic Fan DU says, this scene with the giant robot reminds me of the climax of King Kong with Tails flying around it in his plane rescuing Zoe. Bluefly Kid, it feels like Tails has more official ships in Sonic media, barring the game so far, than Sonic himself. Count the comics in, and that probably outdoes it. Probably outdoes Tails. Remember, Tails was interested in a character in the comics.
That didn't go very well either.
And guess who got Fiona Fox?
Oblivion got Fiona Fox because she's no longer allowed to be in the comic because she's owned by a previous author.
Oh, no! I mentioned the thing! No. There's no alarm. I didn't mention it by
No, the alarm wasn't for him.
Sonic, but no, Sonic.
The alarm wasn't for that particular writer.
Alright, that's just as well then. MC Gemstone says, I don't know if it's just me or sometimes the show likes to make fun of itself, but anyways, I want to be the Hello Doggy to be a thing. I'm sure it will return. Riddy Prower also has a request that I sincerely hope Eggman's background music generator is a recurring object. That needs to be in every episode of Sonic Boom from now on. Who knows? It would be interesting if Zoe, because we didn't get confirmation of this at the time, so I will ask the question again to the show guys, if they're listening in, to please answer in the comments. Is the Tails Zoe thing going to continue? Or is it only going to come back on certain... was that last episode a Reed episode, wasn't it? So it's quite possible. Writing half the series now, it seems it's quite possible that it will come up again. But is that just like a one-episode deal? It would be good to know. There was one final piece of feedback from Bill Freundberger. Whilst the photographer's assistant and the producer are the same animal, they're different characters. So, photographer's assistant Tanner and the Crimson Tanner are not the same Tanner.
Tanner is their species now.
Bill also points out that
he has an army now.
The photographer's assistant has a German accent, apparently, and the producer doesn't. So yes, I'm sorry, that means that the recurring Tanner is not a Tanner. Because we established that the purple Tanner, the photographer's assistant German Tanner, is Tanner. Therefore, any future Tanners are not Tanners and just merely meerkats or whatever it was that we decided they were. In fact, Bluefly Kid actually asks Bill what animal they are. It looks similar to mongooses or meerkats. Also, if you're allowed to answer this, says Bluefly Kid, how old is Zoe? She seems like she's in her early teens. Also, Bluefly Kid points out, I enjoyed the episode. By the way, I see why it's one of your favourites. Well, that is that. A lot of feedback and all sorts of stuff, and tales and Raiden and other things. So, are we ready to have an episode?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Are we? I don't have the episode.
Now we're actually getting to the episode. How about that?
Getting to the episode.
Episode?
We have the
Episode? That's...
I can promise you, Donnie, that the commentary itself will last 12 minutes.
How about that? It's like... I never would have guessed. This is...
Oh my god. You know?
I'm sure Peter would be pleased.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody who has very kindly joined us for the pre-show, thank you very much for doing so. Please like this video. Leave a comment on it. You're just giving us your feedback, what you thought of the series so far. If you had any questions for us, we can ask them here. You can send them in to archangeluk@hotmail.com and they'll get onto the show. There's an Ask FM now for Last Minute Continue.
There is also an Ask thing on the actual Sonic Boom Commentaries page.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Which I have tested. So but I totally actually haven't tested. Shut up, you didn't hear me say that.
Through the power of time editing, Kat has now tested it. Yeah, and we'll let you know what's... There's lots of stuff in the post show. We'll let you know what next week's drawing will be. Because me and Kat actually planned it out the other day. I came up with a load of nonsense. And it's my nonsense, so you know it's going to be real nonsense for everybody.
As opposed to my nonsense, which is 4 Tails, apparently.
It is nonsense of a different colour. Or a different flavour, perhaps, I should say. I don't know. It's nonsense.
The mine is the nonsense where it's not really nonsense because it's just depressing.
What a nonsense. Anyway, please comment on the video. Probably telling us to shut up at this point. And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the Last Minute Continue channel because all the cool stuff's there. If you're not sure, or if you missed any of the previous episodes. The previous episode commentaries, all the pre-shows, all the post-shows, you can find it at sonicboom.tv because for some reason Sega didn't want that despite our repeated questions on the matter. So go there, it'll take you to the playlist where everything is there and no worries at all. Join us on the Sonic Show's YouTube channel or go to sonicboom.tv because it'll appear there if it's out yet, of course, for the actual commentary of the episodes. And if you don't want to listen to that, you can join us in the post show. There's shenanigans. Shenanigans, I say. Bye.
Shenanigans.